Hi, Bo here from High Tech Investment, and today is definitely a joyful day. It's the 5th of December 2022, and that means that finally when we logged in here this morning, we can see on the Trillant platform, we can now take money out, we can take our tree out, so into the exchanges, and from there on we can exchange it over to USDT or even fiat money if that is what we want. Now this has been coming over a certain period of time, and we have made quite a few videos on this. This one here is a couple of weeks old, where they launched the Trillant website, but more importantly, the crypto exchange was revealed, or there was actually two that was revealed by Eric, the CEO, and those are the ones that we're going to have a closer look at today, and we're going to transfer a bit of money to both of them. The first one here is the xt.com. So that has listed the Trill. We're going to transfer it over there. We're going to transfer it from there on over to our wallet afterwards. And we're going to do a similar job also here with Coinstore.com. Now it's important to know again here that don't leave your money for too long on the crypto exchanges. Definitely the people that know a bit about crypto is not the best place to have all your crypto stakes there. Go and get yourself a cold wallet or hard wallet instead, and that's also why this tutorial actually includes transfer out of both exchanges again here. Now there's a couple of limitations on the Trillant platform, so if you haven't followed our news report, definitely you should do so. But in here it tells you that until the end of 2022, so basically the last 3 or 4 weeks we have left here, you can take maximum tokens out of a value of 2,500. Later on, as you can see, in January it will be 5,000, and in February it will be 10,000. 1st of March it will be unlimited. Exactly the value, which one is going to count, is the 10 cents that we originally got it in at, or is it now the value that is on the Trillant website itself, which was 13 cents last time we looked, or is it now the market value? We're not exactly 100% sure, so for that you have to go in and try it out yourself. For this tutorial here today, we're just going to take out 1,003 from 2 times and basically add it to each exchange, so you can see exactly how this works. But we're going to start off on the Trillant platform itself, and you'll see exactly why in a second. So when you log into your Trillant platform, you have to go to the wallet section. The wallet section, you can find it either by clicking this particular part here. It says wallet up here, or you use this one and you click wallet over here. You come to this particular page and you have your Trillant on this particular side. This is the USDT stablecoin. This one cannot be taken out so far. So even though you click send, there's no place to put it right now. That will only come by 1st of March. That is the latest information we've gotten. So you've got to focus on this particular side over here. And what we want to do today is basically we want to send Trill out. And in order to do that, we need to get a Trill address that we want to get. So it says send Trill address here. We're going to click this particular one, and then we can either scan a code in, or we can go and get the exchange where we get the Ethereum ERC20 address network. And you also have a little text you can add into it if you're sending to friends and family, so they know where it exactly comes from, and then the amount itself. And then from there on, we're going to send off. One of the things that we just need to have a look at here also is, if we just enhance this a bit, it says additional info. 3 Trillion coin transactions are free of charge, no mining fees. The Trill token ERC20 transaction incur a minimum fee of 66 tokens depending on network fees. So these are just the things that you have to take into consideration when you are moving, that there could be a mining fee depending on how you send it. There's also an option in with UX. We are not covering this one today. It is simply the 2 other exchanges that we know can make this happen for us very, very quickly. So we need to go and get this particular address, and we're going to start off with the XT exchange and make sure that we have all the details we need in order to send this out. Once you have logged in, so on the xt.com site here, basically go up to funds, go down to spot, and you will see all the different cryptocurrencies that you have here. And you can obviously scroll through all these to try and find it, or you simply just type in on the search part the tree, it'll come up here, and then you click on deposit over here because you now want to move the money from the Trillant platform into the xt.com. So click deposit. You can see Trillant comes up here, and now you select the network, but it's very easy because there's only one, and as you can see it's similar to what you had on the Trillant platform before, Ethereum ERC20. So you select this one now, and this is your address. You will also get it in a scan format, so you can use that if that is easier. Just still double check the numbers you have in here, and normally that's best by doing the beginning and the finish to make sure that everything is copied. If you want to copy it correctly, then use this one instead. It says copy successful up here. And then what it says here, confirm number of deposit blocks, 12 blocks confirmation. That is basically the time it's going to take until it will enter. So deposit instructions only support deposit to this address tree, and that is obviously what we are planning on to doing. So now we have to go back and put that address in, so on the Trillant platform. Being back in on the Trillant wallet and sent page, we will click the tree address that we had before. As we said, we can scan it in here, or we, in our case, will simply just copy paste it over. Double check the beginning and the end to make sure you have everything in here, and then on top of that you can write a little thing if that is for the receiver, if it's not you, and the amount in here. What we will do is we will simply put 1,000 over here today, and that is it. Then you click the send now. So let's put in the numbers here. So from the two-factor authentication, and there you go. We already have a confirmation up here. It says out, and it says test. It says this is the address that is being used, and you can even copy this one again. You can see you have moved 1,003, and all we have to do now is go back to XT and wait for the money to come in. So being back in on the xt.com platform here, we can now see the 3 coins that are in. We can see that the 1,000 has turned into 934 only, and that's because of the 66 3 fee that I told you about earlier on when we had a look at the Trillant platform itself. So this is actually what we received, and you can see that the price has dropped considerably here. So it's only worth now about $14.50. But we're going to in and set this up anyway. And what you have to do is to get to this page is normally go to funds and then go to spot. That's where you get this up. And you can also search in this particular field again, and you get this. So if you want to sell, you have to click on the trading button here. You will then open that little window here. It says 3 USDT because you are getting it, your tree out in USDT instead. Just currently loading the platform itself, and you can now see that this is the current market price that we have in here. So it's actually down to 1 cent, and somewhere between 1 and 2 cents at the moment is the market value. So definitely not something that is the best at the moment here. So let's just see if we can get the graph on here again. So it seems to be slow. There you go. So now we have the graph on here, and we can even just make it a bit bigger. So now we have 2 options here. We have a limited trade and we have a market trade. When you have a market trade, you basically trade the limit that you have in here. So this is the one, this is the first buyer that has put in, and how many tree they want to have. And if you are then the seller, you can see the best market price you will get, and you will get that instantaneously. And should we go in and take 200, so in this particular case, you can see this is also a percentage of what you have, so 2141%. You can also go for all that you will have in here. So all depends on how you want to set it up. But in this particular case, we don't want to sell too much. We simply just want to put 203 in here, and then you get it for the best market price that is there at the moment. And now it says succeeded. And the second part you can do is here a limited trade. So the limited trade here means that you want a certain price for your tree. And again, what you do here is you put the amount in, and let's say we put 200 in. At the moment, this is the market price. We want to put ourselves somewhere in here where we can see it. So let's say 1605. So that means that when the price reach 1605, which should be right up in between those two, then we will sell. So this is the estimated value. So it's 3.21 USDT. We click the 3 up here. And now we can see that this is the 1605. This is the one we have set. And then it's a matter if people want to buy this one from us. And you can see, there you go. Somebody actually did that already. And all we have to do here now is we can go back to funds. We can go to spot. And now you will see that we have USDT in here. Obviously, we only took part of it. It's a very bad trade at the moment, so for the tree. But we have $6.50 in here. And all you have to do now is you can remove that one and send it over to your wallet instead. And what you do here is you click on the withdrawal tab. Then it tells you do not withdraw in the shared screen. So yes, we are aware of it, even though we're sharing this video. And we go got it. And the next part here is that we now set up the USDT, and we also add in our address. So now we enter the address, and we have that here. We can see that the network automatically comes up with Tron TRC20, which is what we want, and all the other ones are blurred out, which is quite fine. Quantity minimum $5. Well, we transferred 6, so that is perfect. And then all we have to do is there's one withdrawal fee, USDT. Withdrawal, we click here. We double check again our address, the network. And please make sure you have entered the correct withdrawal address. And from there on, in this case, we have set up so we get alerts on our phone and by email. So we click on this particular one and also this one here. And we should get both of the codes in that we can then add to it. And we get the other one here. 9171. And we also add this particular one. And then the last one is the Google authentication code that you have on your phone. So you add that one into it also. You click continue and you have withdrawal verification. So again, this is the address. So, and that has now gone out and we have less than 1 USDT sitting back in the account. And if we go out here on the spot site, you will now see that we still have our tree, so the ones that we didn't exchange. And shortly we'll get a small verification email saying that this money has been transferred back to our wallet. So now we can go on and do the second exchange, Coinstore, and a similar process is also done here. Now when it comes to Coinstore, you want to transfer the same amount also out again from the Trillant platform into the crypto exchange. We need to find the wallet address. So simply click on the assets up here. We go to deposits, and from deposit you then pick the coin itself. And again, you can scroll down if you want, or you can simply add in the select the coin, add in the tree, click on this particular one, you get the chain name up, make sure the chain name is correct. Right now there's only one, so very, very easy. It tells you here that you have a minimum deposit, so of 35.3. So make sure that you get that in there, otherwise it could be lost. You have the scan picture again, you can use in order to be safe, or you simply again click here the entire deposit address and you will have copy successful. And we now use that to go back on the Trillant platform and do a transfer into Coinstore. Back on the Trillant wallet, let's go to send, click on the Trillant address, and then we don't scan the code in, we basically copy it again. We have a look in the beginning on the text to make sure that the address is correct. Also the finish part, we can again just add something into it, and then we will transfer 1003 also for this particular one, and we'll send that one off. Code on the Authenticator app will also be here, and that one will just enter that one in a sec and we should be ready. There you go, that one is now also in, and the second one has been done. You can see the two different addresses here, and you can see the 1000 amount for each. So now we just need to go back to Coinstore to see the money coming in there. As we arrive here on Coinstore homepage, then normally where you go is you go to assets and you go to spot assets, and you end up on this particular page. You can see the spot account balance is Bitcoin and USDT, and then you obviously have all the different listings here. You can either search it by putting it in here, or if you don't have too many different ones, you can go hide small balances, and the tree comes up here. Now you can see there's a bit more missing here on Coinstore, so where they have taken a bit more than the 66, so this is obviously what they live on, all these different fees. And you can see that the amount is currently $15.29 overall. Now what you want to do here is again click the trade button, come into a similar platform, so what we have seen before, and again this is the current market price that is set, and these are the ones that wants to buy at the moment for this particular price. So and then you have the ones that wants to sell and how much they want in volume. The setup up here is if you want to buy, you click this one. We want to sell, and the first one we want to do again is we want to do it at market price, means again we are getting the money out straight away. Now there's different ways. You can put 50%, 75%, 100 in, and you can see how much is available down here. Also your balance is here, so that is a possibility. Now for the sake of this tutorial, again we just put 200 in, so that we want to sell currently, and we're gonna put it as a market part, and we basically end up doing this, and it will tell you type market, sell, price and amount, and then we put confirm in, and basically that's gonna go straight through. Now the other part that we want to do is we want to put a limited order in. So again we put up the 200 that we had before, and then we want to put it in so we can actually see it somewhere. So let's say we put in at a price level of 0.1 here, and then 605, and if we put that in there, we go sell 3, let's see, yeah, 605, that should be right, and again confirm the price, what we totally get, and then it should sit, and there you go, it's sitting right here. So this is now what we want to sell at, and then depends on if there's enough buyers, the price will go up and we'll get rid of this. Otherwise we will have to wait a bit, and we have a few more that now wants to sell at a lower price in here. So let's just go back for a sec and have another look. So assets and spot assets over here. Again we hide small balance, and then we go into the tree part, and tells us here we have $12 left and we should also be able to see the USDT, but it's most probably because it's a small little amount. There you go, 3.5 at the moment. And then what we do is that we want to withdraw, and we simply click this one here, and then we have to decide which network it's going to be. TRC20 is normally the best one that we have here, and we can see the minimum withdrawal amount on this particular one is 15, so it means we have to go back and sell a bit more. So let me just do that before we go on. So we added a few more USDT so we can show the transfer, and the withdrawal address, we'll find it back in the wallet, so you will have to find your own, of course. And chain name, just make sure it's TRC20. So, and we have ours right here, and we then decide also to move 16 USDT, and we can see what's available. We can see the withdrawal limits, the network fees down here, and then estimated we should have 15. And we click withdrawal up here. Again, double check the address, so the front and the back of this. We should have 15 USDT arrive, network fee is 1, and then we have to get a code sent to our email. So we're just waiting for that one to come in, and that just arrived. So let's have a look and see the code itself. So we add that in right here for 8, and then also our Google Authenticator. So for the Coinstore, we add that one in here, click confirm, and this one says it's a wrong one. That's not good. Let's try and get a new one. And see if that one goes through instead. There you go. That seems to work. Must have been a small synchronization problem. And from there on, that is basically it. Money is gone out of the exchange. So there you have it. Very easy to transfer your tree. So from the Trillant platform over to both Coinstore and XT. And from there on, you can basically go in and sell them. So through the two different options I showed you here. So I hope you understand that is quite easily. And then from there on, as we always mention here, please make sure that you take the money from the crypto exchange itself and you put it back into your wallet, preferably a cold wallet, hard wallet, as they are normally called. They are the most safe ones. Leaving your crypto coins on the exchange is not something you should do for long periods of time. Don't treat it like a bank account. It's very, very unsafe, and you most probably have seen what had happened with previous exchanges. All of a sudden they crash, the money is gone, and you have no way of retrieving this. So please make sure you do that. We do have a video so that we have also done exactly for the ledger itself. It's one of the more secure ones, and we definitely recommend this one. We'll make sure that we also just put a link in, so in that video below, so you can see exactly what it's all about. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I gave you a good idea of how exactly to move the money around very, very quickly and very safely. And I hope you liked the video, so please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully also give us a like. So I'll see you on one of my future videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.